The assembly elections in Karnataka are still at least 4 months away. It is being billed as a blockbuster contest between the BJP and the Congress. And looking at the trailer, the claim is not entirely wrong. Leaders on both sides have launched scathing attacks on each other. We have seen dog whistles, we have seen hate speeches, and now we are seeing personal insults being traded as well. Today, it was former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah's turn. He was addressing Congress party workers on Tuesday. Mr. Siddaramaiah said Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai shivers like a puppy in front of Prime Minister Modi. He says while the Finance Commission had recommended 5,000 crore rupees for Karnataka, the central government did not approve it. And yet, Mr. Bommai and his cabinet could do nothing about it because, well, they were shivering like puppies in front of Prime Minister Modi. Listen in.
Narendra Modi ಅವರು ಮುಂದೆ ನೀವು ನಾಯಿ ಮರಿಗಳ ತರ ಇರ್ತೀರಿ. ಗಡಗಡ 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 ಅಂತ ನಡುಕ್ತೀರಿ. 15ನೇ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗ ಇಂಟ್ರಿಮ್ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಫಾರಸು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು 5,495 ಕೋಟಿ ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಶೇಷ ಅನುದಾನವಾಗಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿತ್ತು. ನಿರ್ಮಲಾ ಸೀತಾರಾಮನ್ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಆಯೋಗದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಿಗೆ ಬರೀತಾರೆ, ನಾವು 5,495 ಕೋಟಿಯನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ.
Now, the Chief Minister has responded to the comment that was made. He says he will take the statement in a positive manner. Why? Because according to Mr. Bommai, the dog is a very faithful animal and he too is saving Karnataka with utmost faith. This is what he said.
ಅವರ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವ ತೋರಿಸ್ತದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ನಾನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯಾಗಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಾಯಿ ನಿಯತ್ತಿನ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ. ಜನರಿಗೆ ನಿಯತ್ತಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುವಂಥ ನಾನು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ. ನನಗೆ ನಾಯಿ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅದರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಗುಣ ಏನಿದೆ ನಿಯತ್ತು, ಆ ನಿಯತ್ತನ್ನು ಜನರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಮುಂದೆ ಕೂಡ ಉಳಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೇನೆ. ಅವರಂಗೆ ಸಮಾಜ ಒಡೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ದೌರ್ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಈ ಥರದ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ನಾವೆಂದು ಮಾಡಿ.
Now, the two comments have exposed the fault lines within the Congress party. Just take a look at the reaction that is coming from DK Shivakumar. He says dogs are faithful and he has a lot of respect for them. Listen in.
ನಾಯಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರಿಯವಾದ ಪ್ರಾಣಿ.
Come to my guess. Before I come to my guess, I'm just going to quickly cut across to Rahul Gandhi, who started addressing the crowds at Bhagpat in Uttar Pradesh. The Bharat Jodo Yatra has resumed yesterday. Today it is in Uttar Pradesh. Let's quickly listen into what he's saying, and I'm going across to my guest then.
उसको मिटाने का है। भाइयों और बहनों, बीजेपी की पॉलिसी हिंदुस्तान के युवाओं को, किसानों को, मजदूरों को डराने की पॉलिसी है। नोटबंदी, गलत जीएसटी, कोविड के समय जो इन्होंने किया, ये सारी की सारी पॉलिसियां किसान को, मजदूर को डराने के लिए, क्योंकि ये जानते हैं जब ये डर फैलाते हैं और उसके डर को नफरत में बदल दो। डरो मत। ये भैया, ये एक बात समझ लो, ये आपने बोला डायलॉग, ये मेरा डायलॉग नहीं है, ये शिव जी का डायलॉग है। ये डायलॉग डरो मत, ये हमारा धर्म है। अब देखिए,
ये करोड़ों रुपए का, लाखों करोड़ों रुपए का अरबपतियों का कर्जा माफ कर देंगे। लाखों करोड़ रुपए 1 मिनट में माफ कर देंगे। और किसान भूखा मर जाए उसका कर्जा ये माफ नहीं कर सकते, कभी नहीं कर सकते। आप यूपी के, बाकी हिंदुस्तान के किसान हमारे पास आए थे, यूपीए की सरकार थी, आपने कहा हमारा माफ करो, 10 दिन में हमने 70,000 करोड़ रुपए, 72,000 करोड़ रुपए माफ कर दिया था। मजदूरों के लिए, गरीबों के लिए मनरेगा, भोजन का अधिकार।
Okay, that is Rahul Gandhi addressing a huge crowd in Baghpat. There's a cold wave currently underway in North India, and for so many people to gather to listen to him speak says something. All said and done, the Bharat Jodo Yatra has got a good response on the ground. Meanwhile, I'm just going back and shifting my focus to Karnataka. Dr. Narendra Rangappa is spokesperson of the BJP. He's joining us on the broadcast. We have Mr. Nagaraju Yadav, spokesperson of the Congress party, joining us on the broadcast, and Mr. Brijesh Kalappa, leader of the Aam Aadmi Party, also a senior advocate. All three gentlemen joining us at the top of the show. Let me start with you, Mr. Nagaraju Yadav. We've just heard from Rahul Gandhi in Baghpat. He's speaking there live and he says, BJP nafrat ki rajniti karti hai, hum pyar ki rajniti karte hain. This certainly was not pyar ki rajniti. What Mr. Siddaramaiah has said, calling Mr. Bommai a puppy, calling his entire cabinet puppies who shiver in front of Prime Minister Modi. This is not pyar ki rajniti. This is nafrat ki rajniti only, right?
It is not a nafrat ki rajniti at all, because whatever words he said, very clearly it's not unconstitutional or unparliamentary. We try to mention it. There are 26 MPs have been elected in Karnataka state, including the chief minister, doesn't open the mouth in front of the prime minister to asking for the due share of Karnataka. Today, Karnataka needs so much of funds and help from the government of India. Even after finance commission approval of 5,400 crore rupees for Karnataka, they don't want to open the mouth, including the Nirmala Sitharaman, who is being a Rajya Sabha member from Karnataka, doesn't even talk about Karnataka and Karnataka's welfare. They just want to keep silent in front of the Modi or in front of Amit Shah. Amit Shah comes to Karnataka, doesn't talk about the border issues. He calls the two chief ministers and raises an issue and asking the two committees to be set up to sort out the border issue. When the matter has been resolved, already when we accepted Mahajan Commission report. Well, considering all this, the chief minister has utterly failed in safeguarding the interest of Karnataka. Just being loyal to the prime minister is not enough. Even what he mentioned was dogs are loyal, but they should also at least bark to put the teeth out. But here he is just keeping quiet and shivering in front of the Prime Minister, not getting the due share to Karnataka. But it is not unparliamentary or nothing wrong with the word what he said. But we have a respect to the Chief Minister, to the chair, no doubt about it. Siddaramaiah has made very clear that he wants a due share to Karnataka. What has come from Government of India should be given by the Prime Minister. Okay. And Mr. Bommai has to take the voice regarding that.
I understand the underlying point, sir. I understand the underlying point. But here's the thing. It's very clear from the soundbite, and I'll try and play it once again for our viewers in just a bit, but it's very clear from the soundbite that we got that Mr. Siddaramaiah was playing to the gallery. There was a huge number of Congress workers, and he's playing to the gallery, insulting the Chief Minister. You are saying you respect the Chief Minister and the chair of the Chief Minister, and yet you are saying about the man who occupies the post that he's shivering like a puppy in front of the Prime Minister. So there are ways to think it. If you have to convey a thought, you can convey a thought in a polite, civilized manner as well, na? Okay. Dr. Rangappa, would you want to come in here? Essentially, what the Congress spokesperson is saying that Mr. Bommai doesn't have the bark or the bite.
See, Mr. Siddaramaiah himself is a wolf in the sheep clothes who shivers in front of his Italian masters. We don't have to learn lessons from people who shiver in front of their Italian masters. We can give only answer with the development projects that Mr. Bommai has given faithfully like a dog to the people of Karnataka. Like Vidyanidhi, 4.52 lakh children have got a scholarship. ST, SC's reservation was increased. OBC reservation was given. Then there is a 30,000 crore project that will be very soon tendering in Bangalore. Then about 9,500 crores for Mekedatu, where the Congress only made a show by walking on the road during the COVID season. Then 5,000 crores for Karnataka irrigation projects. This is the way we want to speak. We don't want to bark like an Italian master's dog or his master's voice.
No, all that is very well. Okay, I'll just let Brijesh Kalappa come in. Brijesh Kalappa, what do you make of this dogfight in Karnataka? Thankfully, the Aam Aadmi Party has not jumped in with a comment. But any views on the level of discourse that India's politics is seeing? I mean, I can't even qualify this as a hate speech. This really is not a hate story. Calling someone a puppy isn't exactly a bad thing, only the tonality was all wrong. But anyhow, any views on the matter?
Yeah, certainly. I certainly feel that Mr. Siddaramaiah could have avoided making such a comment. And I don't think this befits Mr. Siddaramaiah, because as a former Chief Minister, he could have said it in a far better manner. In fact, I think, according to me, the people of Karnataka don't respect or reward such language. In fact, Mr. Siddaramaiah ought to know better, because he's the gentleman who cost the Congress party in 2018 by using such language against Mr. Yadurappa and saying certain things against Mr. Devegowda. Say what you want in a polite manner. In fact, at that time I used to work with Mr. Siddaramaiah. I always felt that he could have said whatever he said in a more polite manner and actually achieved the purpose. Now, but in so far, the second part is, but in regard to the criticism, it could have, of course, been worded better. That is absolutely true. But in regard to the second part, that the BJP shivers in front of Mr. Modi, that's absolutely true. Because I have been personally witness to the fact that not just the water disputes, whether Kaveri, Krishna, Mahadayi, even in regard to the Mahadayi, as you know, there's a huge delay in so far the CWC clearance is concerned. Now the amounts which ought to be released, that is also absolutely true. That a huge amount of GST funds have not come. Whether it's even rain funds, whether it's flood funds, nothing comes. And the 28 MPs who are here, and even Nirmala Sitharaman, who happens to be an MP from Karnataka, they have somehow sealed their mouths. Their mouths are shut. Nobody talks because nobody dares speak before Mr. Modi. In fact, there was an all-party delegation which went to Mr. Modi way back when I was very much around, and I saw that the then Chief Minister, Mr. Yadurappa, who's known to be senior to Mr. Modi, he himself was tongue-tied. He just couldn't speak insofar as Kaveri is concerned. So unless they speak up, how is the authority in Delhi to know what the problems of Karnataka are? You can't just listen. It has to be a two-way communication. It can't be one-way communication alone. And this is where I find fault with the BJP, that 27 MPs from Karnataka have been absolute zero insofar as bringing certain new projects, taking the state forward. Absolutely zero.
Mr. Kalappa, I'll differ with you here and just playing the devil's advocate. The fact is that if Mr. Modi was such a strict headmaster, then Karnataka and Maharashtra would not be fighting over the border issue as they are right now, despite a strict missive by the Home Minister of this country.
No, see, again, let me explain. Where he has to act, he doesn't act. Even in the case of Assam and Meghalaya, 6 people have died in a border dispute. Now here is a border dispute which is flaring up. And who is in a unitary government where the constitution is led by the parliament, under Article 1, 2 and 3, the parliament has the power to divide a state, create a state, separate a state, do what it likes. So who is the final arbiter on all this? It has to be the central government. And central government has today created a Ministry of Cooperation. What is that Ministry of Cooperation headed by Amit Shah doing? They are doing nothing, valuable nothing. So really, if they had the best interest of the nation, they should have called the chief ministers, had a high-level meeting, call all the union ministers along with them, call the members of parliament, find out what the issues were, thrash them out. We have had, cases before the CRA, Kaveri Regulatory Authority, which was headed by the Prime Minister, where the Prime Minister, including Mr. Narsim Rao, including Dr. Manmohan Singh, they all sat and actually resolved issues. They gave orders as to how much of water had to be, handed over on a particular year and so on and so forth. Mr. Modi, to his extraordinary credit, has done absolutely nothing in regard to solving problems which are conflicts between states.
Nagaraju Yadav, what I find very interesting, I find interesting that Mr. Siddaramaiah has said what he has said, and then you have Mr. D.K. Shivakumar saying, I have a dog at my house, I really love my dog, and dogs protect us from theft, etc. What do we make of this? Because he was asked a direct question about what Mr. Siddaramaiah had said. Direct question. The question was very direct. Mr. Siddaramaiah has called Mr. Bommai a puppy. What do you think? And he says, oh, I love puppies. Puppies, I have a puppy at home as well. What do we make of this?
No.
A testimony to the infighting between the Congress party in Karnataka, perhaps?
No, there is no infighting as such. Siddaramaiah Sahab also likes puppies. Even Shivakumar Sahab also likes puppies. You and me also like puppies. No doubt about it. The issue is very, very clear. I agree with Brijesh Kalappa. Because the Chief Minister and the MPs, so-called 26 MPs, 25 MPs of BJP and one associate member, Sumalata, all are keeping quiet in the matter of border issue or a water issue or economic issues or GST issues. That is not acceptable. That is what he was trying to say. He didn't use any unparliamentary word to him. We also know very well dogs are very faithful. You have to be faithful to the state of people, Karnataka, who was giving you vote and who was giving you 26 MPs today to Government of India. Why are they not faithful to the people there? They are just keeping quiet and they're collecting GST and they're not giving the due share to Karnataka. It is not acceptable. That is the reason he has made that statement. You should, Bommai should take it in a sporting spirit and at least start asking for what is the due share for Karnataka. And now they come to the issue of border issue. We have said very clearly, Mahajan report is the final report what we have accepted as such. And today Amit Shah calls a meeting and he makes a new issue out of it by asking the 3 ministers committee to be formed. How do you accept this? Karnataka doesn't accept these things. Karnataka is a decided matter on the borders issue. We don't need any intervention. It is a decided matter already. The parliament is supreme. And the Mahajan report should be placed in the parliament and should be approved and accepted. Rather doing that, they are trying to make a new issue out of it, making it an election issue. And both the states, it's not only one state. BJP is in power in Karnataka, BJP is in power in Maharashtra,
so it is an election
BJP
issue.
is in power in Government of India, and they are making an issues instead of sorting out the issues. Then what else do you expect us to say?
Sir, everything in this country is a political issue or an election issue because there is an election every 5 years and there's an election every year in this country. So everything is an election issue. So let's not say you're making it an election issue. Of course, it is an election issue. Dr. Narendra Rangappa, I'm going to give you the last word. Essentially, what both the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party are saying is that your response has been dignified. I do think that Chief Minister Bommai's response has been very dignified and he's not tried to up the ante and he's saying that, I am loyal as a dog and I'm loyal to the people of Karnataka. But what both the opposition parties in the state are saying that you're not loyal to the people of Karnataka because if you were, you would have taken a fight up on behalf of the people of Karnataka and got more money for the people of Karnataka. You haven't done that. You're not loyal to the people of Karnataka. Instead, you're loyal to the central government and Prime Minister Modi.
Definitely untrue. Because if you see the statistics of amount released in the Manrega, which was released recently, you see how much of money was released from the Congress government till 2014. And from 2014 to till date, what is released? It is a huge phenomenal difference. That is a simple example I would like to give. The second thing is the GST council. There is a council which sits and the council decides who gets how much and what it is. And even if there is any change in the slab rate or anything. It is not that the BJP government is doing. Both the Aam Aadmi and the Congress party are equally responsible for this. But coming back to this puppy issue, we are speaking in the language of faithfulness to the people of Karnataka. Now we are having a group of MPs who meet every once in 3 months. We bring forth our demands and manifestos. The MPs go and meet the Prime Minister freely many times and they have their own demands. We have the opens of all the union ministers to go and speak to and got thousands of crores rupees sanctioned to Karnataka. So these are not recognized by Congress. This is pure political jealousy because Congress is going to lose very badly in Karnataka, and Aam Aadmi Party will not open its account in Karnataka.
Okay. Okay, we'll see. We'll let it go. But Dr. Narendra Rangappa, I want you to stay on with us, because the next story is coming from Karnataka as well, and I want you to see those pictures. Nagaraju Yadav, spokesperson of the Congress Party, and Brijesh Kalappa. We'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Mr. Rangappa. Do stay with us. You want to see this. Now, you know what the biggest complaint against democracy is? That once you elect your MLA or MP, there is no way to hold them accountable. No matter what they do, you cannot touch them for 5 years. But a village in Dakshin Kannada decided to take matters into their own hands. Their MLA is Angara Sulya, who is a BJP leader and also the Minister for Fisheries and Inland Transport. The locals decided to confront the minister when he visited their village. Why? Because despite being a minister, he has done precious little for the village. No roads, no infrastructure, and no health facilities. These voters put up a banner and threatened to boycott the upcoming assembly elections if their needs are not fulfilled. But the minister is standing defiant. He says the pandemic and natural calamities led to delays. Listen in to this interaction between the MLA and the locals, because this interaction now has gone viral.
लाइट देते हैं बात करने के लिए आज दिन बोला लाइट देते हैं दाई निकले आपने लाइट देते हैं निकले बाहर रहा था ना निकले ओ रिपेयर है आज दिन बोला रिपेयर हम निकले इतना करते हैं निकले हम पंचायत ಅದು ಏನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಏನು ಇತ್ತೆ ಬಾತ್ ಏನೇ ಬಂದೆ ಅವು ಏನು ಮಂತ್ರ ಅಂತ ಕವಿತೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಏನು ಭರವಸೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಭರವಸೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಐದವರ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಬರ್ತಂದು ಪ್ರಾಕೃತಿಕ ವಿಕೋಪ ಬರ್ತಂದು ಆ ರೀತಿ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಏನು ಅಂಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮನವಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸ ಅಪ್ಪಣ ಇಕ್ಲ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊರಡು ದುಡ್ಡು ಏನು ಕೊರಡು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಕೊರಡು.
Dr. Rangappa, any comments? 2 minutes ago, you were talking about a clean sweep of the BJP in Karnataka, how the Aam Aadmi Party is not also going to open their account, etc. This is your own MLA being confronted by his own voters to say, bhai, what have you done in the last 4 years?
Madam, Angara has won from this constituency for 5 years. I know him personally. He is a very, very, very simple, down-to-earth person without any aura around him. And he is a very approachable person also. I am not very sure what this particular incident is about, but I would definitely promise you that I'll speak to Angara and I'll take a clarification from him, and I'm sure the demands of the people who are making there will be met, and I will make suitable arrangements for that.
Okay. In any case, it's an election year, so might as well meet all the requirements of the voters, otherwise they will not vote for you. Mr. Rangappa, good to have you on the show. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.